Hello, good morning or good afternoon or good evening if you're watching the replay of this video. So glad you're here today. I am back after traveling to help family move back in my house, and I'm so excited to be back with you today. Today's topic, and I'm going to let me check before I share the topic with you. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and skip to the 2-minute, go ahead and skip to the 2-minute mark. I'm going to check our Facebook group, make sure that we have the stream has made it there. We are not there yet. Let's see. Here we are. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so today's topic is going to be, since we are a lot of people in this group of Cultivating Sanctuary group are content creators or spiritually attuned go-getters, whether it's your blog, your future book, your podcast, or your future vlog, or the nonprofit that you run, the ministry that you run, marketing is going to be part of the game that you play. And so part of the work that you do to cultivate a conversation about what you're doing, to sustain your work through a true value exchange of finances, people paying for your things. And so this question has been one I have been learning a lot about these past 2 weeks, and I figured there were probably other spiritually attuned go-getters out there that were asking the same thing. And welcome to our viewer. So glad you're with us. Go ahead and comment below. I'm curious. Have you ever been told that your price is too high for something that either you produced yourself or a service you offer, or that the company you worked for? Have you ever been told that your price is too high? And go ahead and share that in the comments. This, as I wait to see what you say, I'm so excited to hear that. I will share that this past month, my publisher and I have been in the process of launching it would be my first high ticket course, as we call it. And so I've done other online courses. This one, though, is produced by my publisher, so it's professionally produced videos. It's more Zoom sessions with readers. It's higher produced printable out PDFs and discussion boards. It's a much higher level of commitment. It's a much higher investment than other courses that I've done. And we've all been super, super excited about it. The company that I work for, and then the publisher that I write for, and then myself as the third party, as the creator of the course. And so when we tried to launch the course, I, as a content creator, I had about 10 people that were very, very interested in it. But when it got down to the end of our conversation about how this course would meet their needs, what I heard back was the price is too high. And so what I want to explore with us today in this short video is that what that really means when your client or customer tells you that the price is too high. And this is a hard lesson for me to learn, but I needed to learn it. And what that means is that I, as the content creator, or you as the content creator, or whatever it is that you're creating, that I did not speak to their pain enough. I did not, in my marketing, in my messaging, I did not speak in a way that would guarantee that the problem, the authentic, the sincere problem that they had, that I would help them solve that. So it really isn't a problem with pricing. It is an issue with messaging and marketing. And so to use this course as an example, when we first launched it, and go ahead and, again, comment below if you've ever been told that your price was too high for something you were offering, for something that you created on your own or something that your company created. Have you ever heard, oh, I really want to do that, but it's out of my budget? If you've heard that before, give me a yes in the comments below. And so, because what we're going to explore today is that what they really mean is it's not a pricing issue, it's a messaging issue. It's something in the marketing that I did not speak to their pain. So I'm gonna share my screen with you now. See, I'm gonna share my screen if I can. Okay, let me see. Actually, I'm not going to share my screen yet. Sorry, you can tell I'm getting back in the swing of things. I'm not 100% mentally here today. When we first ran the course and we're marketing this course, we came from our messaging, our marketing was that of reclaiming self-care as a spiritual discipline, and this idea of reclaiming the power of the divine within. And that those are all good things. But what I realized when I got on the phone with the customers and clients that had told me no, that the price was too high and they couldn't commit to this course, was that that's not what they were looking for. What they were looking for was something they wanted. They wanted time management skills. They wanted organization tips. They wanted a way to benchmark and measure their results and their goals that was relative to their personality. And while those things were in the course and in the book that the course is based on, I wasn't saying that in my messaging. And to clarify that, what I was doing in my messaging, in my marketing, was sharing what they needed, obviously, to reclaim the power of the divine within, to make self-care a spiritual discipline again. That's what they needed to get the results that they wanted. And so I had to reframe my after calling some customers that told me no, I reframed my marketing and my messaging and found out that while the content of my course needs to be about what my clients and customers and buyers, what they need, what they really need to get the result they want, my marketing and messaging has to be all about what they want. So make the content of the thing you're creating, make that about what they need to get the results that they want, and then make your marketing and messaging about what they want. Because sometimes, as I jokingly was saying, what I found out when I got on the phone with customers that told me no was that they are using a different language than I was. They're not losing sleep at night because, oh gosh, I'm not reclaiming the power of the divine within me. I really wish I would do that more. They are going to bed at night, losing sleep, thinking, man, I wish I was better at time management. Man, I wish I was more organized with this goal on my heart. And so my publisher and I redid our messaging and our marketing for the course. And I will share my screen with you now. Let's see. So the first time we ran it, the marketing and the messaging was all about reclaiming the power of the divine within, reclaiming self-care as a spiritual discipline. And then when we came back, I hope that you can see this. Maybe you can. Hopefully, make sure it goes through. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, comment below. I want to know, viewers, who's watching this. Let me see. I want to know if you've ever been told that your price was too high or that something your company made, their price was too high. Comment below. So we redid our whole messaging, and you can see this flyer here. Instead of inviting people to reclaim self-care as a spiritual discipline, we pose the question of, are you ready to crush your personal goals as well as bring healing and love to the toxic relationships in your life? So again, learn from my mistakes. Make your marketing and your messaging all about what your client, your reader, your customer, make that all about what they want. And then make your content that once they invest, once they pay for the product, make the content of the product all about what they need to get the results that they want. Because sometimes they only know what they want. They don't know what they need to get what they want. And that's where you come in. That's where you can use your talents and your gifts to serve them in that way. So to reiterate this, to hit this point home, I had 10 really strong leads for this course that, and this is actually, if I seem nervous or awkward in talking about this, it's because this was an uncomfortable thing for me to talk about, that we worked so hard on this course. And in many ways, I feel as though I failed. And there are many times because numbers weren't as high as I wanted them to be. And I'm learning that as spiritually attuned go-getters, that our best lessons are learned when we, like if you've ever done martial arts, like I have done, our best lessons are learned when we get on the mat and we just try it and we get knocked down and we try a different form or a different move and we get knocked down and we get back up and we try a different form and a different move. So that has been the past few weeks of my experience. And I learned so much. And I learned the hard truth that, when someone says to you, your price is too high, what they really mean is this is a messaging issue. You did not successfully articulate or communicate to the pain that I'm feeling. You did not successfully communicate to how you're going to help me solve that problem of mine. And I know that because the 10 really strong leads that I had, even when my publisher offered a $50 discount for COVID, because we're nice and it's a pandemic. And even when we came back and offered a discount, then I was given the silent treatment, which you will also experience as a content creator, as a spiritually attuned go-getter who's trying to podcast or write books or do a vlog or a blog or start coaching. The silent treatment is very real, and you learn from that too. And you learn to let go of potential leads that you worked so hard on. But then you read the room and you go back and redo your messaging. And that's the beautiful thing about this experience, is that none of the content in this course needs to change at all. The content is excellent and is going to help people reclaim the power of the divine within, to take back power from their lives, from others. But the messaging and the marketing needed to change 100%. And so we did that hard work. So that's somewhat comforting to you to know as you move forward. And I know there's an underlying topic to what I'm saying right now. And I know that to some people watching this, even the fact that I'm talking about charging for content makes some Christian content creators uncomfortable. And that's a money block that lots of Christian content creators have. I had it 2 years ago and I got over it. And that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother session that I'll have to do here about Christian content creators getting over money blocks, getting over the issues, the discomfort we have with charging a fair price, how to have a conversation with people that just want you to do free stuff for them. I can help with that too. I've had lots of those conversations. And so that's a whole, getting over money blocks as a Christian content creator, as a spiritually attuned go-getter, that's a whole nother video. And comment below if you want to see that video, because maybe that could be next week's, is getting over money blocks. So I realize that's also an underlying topic that's probably coming up for some of you that are maybe even uncomfortable by this video I'm doing right now. And so again, coming up to the 15-minute mark, and I wanted to keep this video short today. The next time that you or your company, or the company that you work for, are told by a potential customer or client or buyer, whatever synonym you want to use there, that your price, oh, I'd love to do it, but the price is too high. 90% of the time, it's not the price. It's the messaging. It's the marketing. It's the fact that you did not clearly articulate to their pain. You did not speak to the pain that they're feeling and how you can help them. Your tips, your tools can help them heal that pain or solve that problem that they have. It's rarely a pricing issue. That's just a polite excuse that we use. And I hope that this serves you, this time of discomfort for me, of learning and getting back on the mat. And I think it's only right, let me see, when we changed our messaging, I will share this with you. as I said, when we first ran the course, when we first marketed the course, the marketing was all about reclaiming the divine within. And it was a lot of talk about as I said, making how often the church forgets that self-care is a spiritual discipline, and we need to recognize that. And that messaging and marketing, while it might be what people need, it was not what they wanted. And so I will show you now. I will read to you. Will my face stay on? I'm still exploring Be Live. And then last week's video with Dusty Hope, the SEO SEO tryhard and podcaster, Dusty Hope, was telling me there's another free streaming service I should be using. And so I'm going to maybe check that out. But right now I'm still struggling to figure out Be Live. So I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully you still see my face. Hopefully. This is the copy that we landed on for the course that did move the needle, that did lead people to the course. And when I coach clients in marketing their courses or their books, there are 8 different types of social media posts that you can use to grow your audience, to sell your product, to sustain your ministry. This is one of those 8. This is called a prison to paradise type post. And maybe that's another video series we could do too. I could show you one a Sunday of those types of 8. Okay, I'm pretty sure my face is still on the screen. So I'm gonna read you, this is the messaging that we landed on after I got on the phone calls with 3 people who said no to the course. This is the messaging that I landed on that would really talk to what they wanted and attract them to the idea that this course could help them solve their problems. I used to often forget to eat. It was not very healthy. And on the rare occasion that I would eat, there was lots of shame and fear around food. Along with shame, my head was also spinning over the task of the day, and scattered with worry around others' opinions of those tasks. The furthest thing from mentally present, I would mechanically move from one thing on my to-do list to the next, never checking in to see if checking things off was actually giving me life or just giving me a little high from the shot of dopamine for performing well, for performing much. This high would fade, and the next day, usually after a little sleep, I would awake and seek the high again through as many tasks that my list could hold. I was rarely present in conversations, even with those that I loved dearly. My mind was rushing too fast to slow down and listen. There was just too much to be done, so smiling and nodding will suffice, is what I used to believe. They won't notice that I'm planning a meeting in my head while they tell me about their cat's broken leg, will they? Oddly enough, I was way too present in conversations with toxic personalities and gave them way too much power over my thoughts. Not only did I value their opinions over my own, but I allowed hate for them to build up within me. Every ounce of hate that grew within me squeezed out space for creativity, dreaming, or even feeling the slightest bit organized. Grit for goals is hard to find when one is operating out of survival mode. Creativity is hard to find when one is operating out of vengefully succeeding. Presence to organize well is hard to find when one is operating out of fearfully appeasing. Then I learned something surprising. I found that our relational health with ourselves and others plays a huge role in our ability to be creative, to manage time better, and to make decisions well. Those high maintenance relationships that seem to suck the life out of us also suck us dry of the energy that we need to be creative and to focus. Mind blown. I then began to take an inventory of my relationships and adjusted my boundaries and expectations accordingly. I began making more time for those that gave me life and less time for those that sucked the life out of me. In doing this, I regained my ability to be present and think clearly around what truly belonged on my to-do list, like eating, proper sleep, and occasionally breathing. Winky face. With a shorter to-do list and relationships that were filled with mutual vulnerability and support, the goals of my heart became easier to hear. There was space for them now, space on my list, space in me, space in my life. I felt so supported in this space, this life-giving space. This space not only made it easier to be in tune with my goals, but I now had the emotional, mental, and physical energy to chase and crush these goals because this energy was no longer being sucked and drained by toxic relationships. This life-changing realization of the role of relational health around my goals and the ability to be more organized led to more game nights with friends, more patience as a parent, more flirty texts with my spouse, more time meditating, more forgiveness for my draining family members, more sleep, 2 published books, a podcast, a coaching business, and most importantly, less fear of yummy food. Winky face. I am so excited to share this life-changing realization and others like it on Monday's online course. Designed for busy, spiritually attuned go-getters, I Am My Own Sanctuary, How a Recovering Holy Roller Can Find Healing and Power is the groundbreaking course over my latest book. In only 45 minutes a day, discover the simple steps to progress toward that goal that you are trying to make time for, as well as strategies to deal with the high maintenance relationships and limiting opinions surrounding you. COVID discounts are available if needed, so direct message me if you want in. So you might have noticed in that copy, not once did I mention spirituality. Not once did I mention the divine. Not once did I mention the spiritual discipline, church, Jesus. None of these buzzwords came up, although that is all that my course is about. All my course is about is what people need to get the results that I was just talking about. Healthier relationships, boundaries with toxic people, more time management skills, more organizational help, better self-love for your body. And so in my marketing, I was talking only about what they wanted. And in that messaging, the buyer, the course participant knows, oh, Meg's product will help me get what I want. I'm going to take it. And then when they take the course, they find out what they need, which is reclaiming the power of the divine within to take back power from others in your life. But the mistake I made and won't make again, and I encourage you not to make it, is to make your marketing and messaging all about what the buyer wants and not about what they need. And you might have also been thinking, holy crap, that's a long post for social media. But the secret is, if you write good copy, it's never too long. And if you space it out right on social media, so it's friendly to the digitally scrolling eye, it's never too long. And so that is it for today. The course does launch tomorrow, and we're pretty sure we have enough this round, which is exciting after some redoing of the marketing and messaging. And I would love to hear from you what you related to in this idea of what they really mean when they say the price is too high. It's not about pricing. That's a kind lie. It is about your messaging and your marketing. So hit me up. What related to you in this video? Comment below. And then we're going live again Tuesday night at 7 Central Standard Time with life coach Daniel Adams. We are super excited. He's going to be bringing us some tips. I'm really not sure what he's going to bring us. He has some very, very different views than other people we've had in the Cultivating Sanctuary group. So I'm excited. It'll obviously be around helping you own your power as a spiritually attuned go-getter through peace, productivity, and patience. But I'm looking forward to it. He's really going to rock the boat. And so that should be a good time. So come back here Tuesday night at 7 Central Standard Time. Bring your comments and questions. And keep on cultivating Sanctuary. And let me know if there's any way I can serve you.